Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some Crash Bandicoot again. As you may be able to tell, I'm doing a voiceover just because these levels in this video genuinely took me about 2 hours per level. Like, on a reel, I was just screaming by the end of it, really. It wasn't entertaining at all, so I just thought instead we're going to do a bit of a voiceover and also have a look at some questions that I have about this game, because I played a little bit when I was younger, but nothing too much. I was more on things like Spyro, so I wasn't too sure on some of the topics, one of those being that collectible that I just picked up there. Just before I mention that, if there's any lag in this video, I'm pretty sure I got rid of most of it, just edited it out. If there is anything in here, I'm terribly sorry. It's basically just my computer being pretty slow because I've just got way too many videos on here. I need to delete some of the older ones from previous channels that I'm not going to have to be using anymore. But anyway, back onto the previous point about that collectible. I'm not too sure what the guy's name is or anything. I know obviously you have the it's either Crash's girlfriend or sister. I can't remember which one it is, but either way, that's a bonus round, and obviously you get more boxes and you get some lives out of some of them. But I'm guessing the male version of that collectible is just another bonus round, but it might not be, and I've never been able to find all three. I've always either got one or two or none at all, but I've never been able to find all three, which has been pretty annoying. Now, something else that links in with this is you're meant to be able to, I think it's unlock, it might not be, but I'm pretty sure you're meant to be able to unlock Crash's sister. I think it's either one. Once again, it's either his sister or his girlfriend, but you were able to unlock another character. Like, no idea how to do that. I'm pretty sure by now you're meant to have already been able to unlock her, so I think I've gone past that, but I'm just not too sure. Now on this part, I simply died 15 times, something like 15 times, just to me jumping and landing in an enemy. There you go. That was 45 minutes later, I believe. 45 minutes on trying to literally jump on something. A bit of lag there, as you can tell, but like, this is why I'm not, like, I don't have the actual audio in this video, because it's just me just screaming and getting really angry at it. But yeah, back to the unlockable character. Now, I've seen there's been some like grey boxes that when you jump on, they, oh my god, that was awful. When you jump on them, they let out exclamation points. Once again, I don't know what they do. I'll jump on them and then I'll leave whatever it was behind, or whatever it created behind, because I don't know. I just don't think it does anything. But it must do. It must be like an unlockable. I've read a little bit on characters, and some people are on about trying to get, or trying to find, like certain parts in each level so you can unlock these characters, but I'm just confused by it all. And talking about leaving loads of things behind, you already know I probably leave probably about at least 20 boxes behind each level, just because I don't know. Like, you'll see in this, I come up against a boss round and I simply just focus on beating the boss. I don't focus on jumping to the side and getting all the boxes, because I'm just like pure panic and pure in the moment, that even though I'm seeing the boxes, I don't register that I need to go collect them. So I just don't, and I leave them behind, which can be pretty annoying for some people. Now, a few days ago, I did basically a few missions of the first game and got really confused on how to do this certain part on an animal, basically on a hog, I believe it was. And I went over to the second game, and no, I didn't go on to the third game, I just went on to the second game, and it seemed a lot easier than the first one. I think they've just made the first one really difficult and the second and third one just a lot easier for some reason. I don't know, but I'm at times I've just been tempted just to go on to the second and third game and being like, you know what, screw the first one, because it genuinely is pretty difficult. However, there has been some complaints on some of the ice levels where the jumping just makes no sense, and no matter what way you try and make Crash go, he just doesn't move that way. So fingers crossed, by the time, well, I should say in roughly a year and a half when I get onto the second game, we should be okay. I really hope so, and I really hope it's not going to take us a year and a half to get there. I probably would have solved the game by then. But so fingers crossed, by the time I manage to get onto the second game, that everything has been patched, and also that it is easier because I'm only be able to do one level a day without screaming. Like, genuinely, there you go. I got 2 out of 3 on that level, and I don't know where the third one is. It's probably in a hidden position that you have to jump to. So I'll try and look at a few walkthroughs on that. I'm not going to go back because I literally won't end up doing anything. I'll just end up screaming, and that will be it. But as I said near the start of the video, I haven't really played this game that much. Like, I've probably played it once a day. Not even that, to be honest. I haven't even played it once a day since it's come out. I've probably played it for, well, I say I played it like 4 times, but then what? And each level will probably take me 2 hours. I've probably played it for 10 hours, even though I've only played it like 5 times. That just sounds really bad. Really bad. But yeah, so I probably only played it about 10 hours. So, you know, seeing as I didn't really play it much as I was younger, I wasn't really expecting to be very good. I finally completed that mission after about an hour, and that was after watching a walkthrough as well. I still couldn't complete it. It was just, oh, I genuinely can't tell you what I was feeling. But even then, I missed 35 boxes, was it? 33. Better than 35, not by much though. But still 33 boxes missed. Like, that is awful. Like, if I actually take the time to collect them, I could probably get at least another life and maybe complete the level a lot quicker. But for some reason I just don't bother. But yes, going back to how much I played this, like, bearing in mind I played this about 10 hours, but even when I was younger I didn't play this anywhere near as much as like games like Spyro. That was pretty much the only game I ever did play other than this. Spyro was just basically my childhood. On PS2 and PS1, that's all I would really play. Talking about Spyro, they were actually talking about bringing a remastered version of Year of the Dragon. Now, I'll tell you what, oh, nice little trophy. If they bring out a remastered version of Spyro, I will play the shit out of that game. I'll be playing it so much. Like, I'll be live streaming the whole game in one go. And that will be it. That will be my day. But when you look at this game and you think that this came, I don't know when this came out actually, 2000, it probably came out from, like, latest was 2002, I reckon. I missed a life there, oh my god. But yeah, probably about 2002 was the latest that it came out. And when you see like 15 years later and this is what they've done, like, the graphics has gotten so much better. It's actually incredible. But something I was struggling with for probably the first 10 missions was that I completely forgot that holding down X made you jump higher. But I thought that was only for when jumping off at things. So like jumping off of those, like the enemies, or what was it, mushrooms and things like that. But apparently not. Like, even when you're just on the ground and you hold X, that's when you do the front flip, which makes you go higher, obviously. Finished that, oh my days, I finished that one, but oh, okay, that's 20 out of 42, so I still missed 22 boxes in there. That is atrocious. But if you were looking at the live stream from a couple of days ago, you'd see that that mission that I got stuck on, it genuinely was just down to the fact that I wasn't holding the X button. Like, I was jumping over the right part, but I just wasn't holding X, which made me not jump as high, so I couldn't get over. Now, I was probably stuck on that for about 5 or 6 hours, and I it just got to me so much that I was like, no, I can't play this anymore. And I stopped playing for about a day and a half, 2 days, because I was just like, no. And that was within like the first 2 hours of having the game. Bought the game 2 hours later, had already rage quit. But when you see that this game came out in probably 2000s, 2002, something like that. That box there, sorry, very quickly, that box there, I don't know what it does. I think it gets all them white boxes back, looking at it, so it's just a shortcut to the finish line, or it gets you a few lives, or no, I know what that does. That will probably get you the unlockable for that guy. Yeah, thinking about it. Well, I know what that does now then. So in one part, that was awful. In one part of the mission, there's probably going to be some white boxes. Whether that, yeah, there are some in the bonus rounds as well, actually. So that's probably what it unlocks, which is a lot more helpful now. Obviously, you have this bonus round, but there might actually be some in here, so I can point it out. But I genuinely had no idea what it did. Oh no, this was the easiest bonus round going. 8 boxes. Genuinely so easy. Yeah, just straight over. 2 lives I got from that as well, which probably saved me. Still not too sure on the animation of his girlfriend. I'm going to say it's his girlfriend. But yeah, so in the past 15 years, look at how much graphics have improved. I like just the little details of when you're jumping off something and you land it and there's a bit of dust that comes beneath your feet. It just looks very nice. Just that little attention to detail is very good. There's also this mission that I tried to do, which was after one of the boss levels, I believe. And it's basically thunder and lightning and raining, like pouring it down. But it just looks so good because it's 2D, but like the water just comes down your screen and just drizzles down. And when you see it's in 15 years, like that's what we've got. It's incredible, man. It's just mental. But anyway then guys, that is enough rambling on from me. If you did like this video, please do like, comment what you want to see in the comments down below, of course, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.